This week on Career Conversations with Service Express, we're talking about building your brand as a job seeker. Right now, more than ever, it is important that you distinguish yourself and set yourself apart. And so we're going to talk with Lindsay Foley again, our Director of Talent Acquisition here at Service Express. She sees thousands of resumes. She leads her team who sees thousands of resumes, and she has some great insight and I think some valuable insight for you all here on this topic. So take a listen and let me know what you think. How would you, advice or thoughts around building your brand as a job seeker? People talk about build the brand. Companies do it. We do it. Job seekers have to do it, but it's a real thing in today's world. So, what are some tips for a job seeker to build their brand?
Yeah, I mean, of course, a little bit position specific. If you're someone that's maybe more of a creative or something like that, you'll have an online portfolio. You have different ways to display your talents that way. But for let's say, just if you're not doing a creative or a technical thing, I think spending time. I know everyone uses LinkedIn nowadays, but spending time on there, not just putting what your job is or what your sort of profile is, but putting liking things or sharing things or posting things that represent who you are as a worker, as a person, as a professional. Because people will look at that stuff. They'll see what sort of trending in your life and what kind of gets you passionate. So you want to make sure that you're showcasing that. I think also, kind of from the other side of not just the social, but the jobs you take, make sure you're progressing in your career, or every time you get a different job, you're learning something new or different, so that your brand can say, here's the ways that I've evolved and grown in my career. And that represents like a company, right? Here's the evolution of me. So you're trying to showcase that on your resume, on LinkedIn, on the things that you've learned. I think a big part of building your brand is sharing how you learn and what's your go-to learning. We talk a lot about that at Service Express. What books you read, what podcasts you listen to, what conferences you go to. Be invested in your learning, because companies are going to ask you about it, and you're going to want to say, this is the areas of interest I have, and that helps build your brand as well.
I think it's about being, authentic to who you are. I always tell people when they interview, be authentic, just be who you are. And if it's a great fit, great. But if it's not, like, we're going to be authentic. And if we're not for you, I'm cool with that. I don't take it personal. It doesn't mean, again, we're bad and you're good. It just means it's not the right fit. And so I think when you interview, you should be authentic, not trying to convince somebody. Tell your story. And if it resonates, then it could be a good fit. But I always say, like, within 3 to 6 months, we're going to know who each other is anyways. And I'd rather find out the beginning we're not a good fit than after we've hired or you've left a position to come. We should get all that out up front.